It is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. Feel what I'm saying? You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. Now, listen, you already know time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G. Time and energy are the highest forms of currency at all times. I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. I know they got y'all here chasing the bag, chasing that money, chasing that moolah, getting to that guap, getting to that paper, you know, stacking that dough, but always keep in the front of your mental Rolodex that time and energy are the highest forms of currency at all times, my G's. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Big salute to all my day one investors, everybody that's tapped into the channel. We growing organically. We only going up, constant elevation at all times. Big salute to all my day one investors, everybody that's locked in, everybody that's locked into the channel. You know what I'm saying? Even bigger salute to all my new subscribers, all my new subs, everybody that's being led to the channel, everybody that's coming to the channel, regardless of the shadow band, regardless of the algorithm, they finding their way to Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? The DM's been lit up. Big salute to everybody that's engaging. Too blown, what it do, my G? You know, my West Coast connection. You know, we international, but we definitely east to west. You know what I'm saying? West to east, north to south. We definitely making our rounds. You know what I mean? And it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Now, I was crossing state lines at all times. You already know how I do when I get in that truck. Gotta go get that money. Gotta go get the resources. But we back at the big house, and we tapped in. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. My dude, Jordan, man, salute. Trinidad. You know, like I said, we international. And the DMs are lit up now. I'm gonna say it like this. Big salute to everybody in the DM, you know, saying Big G and BTV, the Oracle, and don't you forget the TV, and you better always remember the Oracle. You feel what I'm saying? What's your perspective on the situation with Diddy? Like, you wouldn't believe how many people are still asking about Diddy. You wouldn't believe how many people want more angles and in a different perspective and in a different ideology and outlook on the whole situation with Diddy. But I'm gonna tell you, like I told them in the DMs, you know, it's only so many ways that you can skin this cat when it come to Diddy. It's not rocket science. It's not algebra. It's not calculus. You know, it's not the highest forms of math and vocations. It's none of that. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely right there in front of your face. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be at all times. But I will say this: steel sharpens steel, my G. Steel is always going to sharpen steel. And here at Grown Man Business TV, we have grown into a channel where, you know, we haven't fully weeded out the trolls or weeded out the sheep. You understand what I'm saying? There's always going to be sheep involved. There's always going to be a handful of people that can't see with the third eye, that can't see through the smoke and mirrors. But for right now, the majority of people that I'm rubbing shoulders with, the majority of the people that reach out, they sharpen steel. It's still going to sharpen steel. So I had to sit back and I said, you know what? They asking for more. I think I said all I could say about Diddy. I felt like I could give all that I could give about the situation with Diddy and you know, scratching the surface, the higher ups and the elites when it come to this situation. But again, still sharp and still. So the download started downloading. The download started downloading, and it's multiple different angles that I could take with this. It's a little bit more. It's a little bit more that I can give you. It's a little bit more to say about the Diddy situation. Now, you know, let's put this out there before we get into this. Let's put this out there. I don't condone, you know, domestic violence. I don't condone physical altercations between men and women. Either way, I don't condone it from women hitting men or vice versa. The things that I saw on that tape when it comes to P. Diddy and Cassie were disgusting. You know, it was egregious. It was out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? And it was hard to watch. It was hard to take in and There is no explanation for that. That you could tell me, grown man speaking for grown man business. There is no reasoning for what was on that tape. But we're gonna go deeper than rap. We're gonna scratch the surface because it's always deeper than rap. It's always deeper than what the eye can see. It's always deeper than what CNN is gonna give you. I told you the voice is deeper than CNN. I mean, the voice is more powerful than CNN. It's more powerful than Fox News. It's more powerful than Charlamagne the God and DJ Envy playing butt tag every morning on the Breakfast Club. The voice is powerful, my G. Is what it is and it'll be what it's gonna be. So it's always gonna be deeper than what you see. And you gotta ask yourself, why did they let you see that situation with Diddy and Cassie? Why would they put that on TV? Why would they give you a bird's eye view of that tape? You understand what I'm saying? We already know it's to sway the narrative. It's to assassinate the character. You know, Sean Puffy Combs. You know what I'm saying? You know, the whole Puffy, the whole P. Diddy, the whole Mr. Love, the whole Mr. I Wanna Party. You know, that character has been assassinated. We don't see that in him. The whole swaggerific, the real arrogant black dude with all the money. Like, we don't see that swaggerific side of P. Diddy or Puffy no more. They assassinated that character. They assassinated that character right in front of us. You understand? That's one of the reasons why they showed that tape. But then on the other hand, you got to understand that, it is the falling of an empire. You know what I'm saying? If you like Diddy, if you don't like Diddy, Diddy is a black male, not an African, but a black man. He's probably native to this land somewhere down the line of his bloodline. Diddy is a black billionaire. You understand what I'm saying? And if you like him or not, the higher ups and the elites, they fear him to a certain extent. Yeah, he's a puppet. Yeah, he does the work of the higher ups and the elites. Yeah, he turned Meek Mills to Freak Mills. He turned Meek Mills to Cheek Mills. I mean, yeah, he did that. He did that. He introduced a lot of young men to the LBG 123, the ABC community. I mean, he did a lot of work for the higher ups and the elites, but you got to understand something. With all the work that he did, with all the bodies that he got, you understand what I'm saying? He's still a threat to the higher ups and the elites. He's still a black man with $1 billion+ that can go rogue at any time, that can go left at any time, that can go against the establishment, that can go against the system at any time. Again, still going sharpen steel. They asking me about Diddy, and I'm saying, what more can I say? But here we are. Here we are, my G. Grown Man Business TV. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Make sure you hit that subscribe button when you come in the building. Make sure you wipe your feet off before you come in the building. But yes, Diddy is still a threat to the establishment. They have to drain the swamp. They got to drain the bank accounts. They got to drain the resources. They got to scare all his friends from, protecting them, for speaking up. Think about how many allies that P. Diddy, Puff Daddy has in the industry. How many people rock with P. Diddy, and nobody's speaking up on P. Diddy. Nobody has anything to say positive about Puffy. One video. Now, Diddy been in the game 30+ years. You got one video where we can actually see him doing damage. See him doing something that like it or not, he can be forgiven for that. He can be forgiven for that, my G. That's not something that necessarily ends your life on this planet. He made a mistake. He did something that I don't agree with. But in due time, if it's 5, 10, however many years, he can live that down. Look at Chris Brown. They might still bring it up, but Breezy is lived that down. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to be able to look past the smoke and mirrors. You got to be able to look past what they giving you. Why are they so adamant about P. Diddy? And I'm going to give you some different angles. I'm gonna speak on a few things and give you some examples of what I mean, because it's a difference what they doing with Puff Daddy and what they be doing with these other dudes. It's not the same energy. It's the same crime. It's the same violation when it comes to men and women and physical altercations. But for some reason, with these people or this person, it ain't that big of a deal. But when it comes to Diddy, They want you to be upset. They want you to hate. They want you to, you know, cancel culture when it come to Diddy. They want the, and they're not, you got to understand something. It's not just CNN or Fox News or Charlemagne the God and DJ Envy, you know what I'm saying, playing butt tag every morning on the Breakfast Club. It's not just them that they want to shun and cancel Diddy. They always have to get the urban community to follow suit. Follow me on this. Follow me on this play right here. It's a reason why, for some reason, it's really deep, my G, but they can't just say we don't rock with Diddy. We don't like what he did. They got to turn around and they got to get you. They got to get you to not like Diddy. They got to get you to steamroll and snowball affect the situation. They got to make sure that the urban community turns their back on Diddy as well. Now, let's talk about this. Dana White, and I said this before, so I'm gonna give you another example of some things, but Dana White, right? He got into an altercation with his girl, his wife. He was at the casino. Him and his wife had been drinking. They were, you know, highly intoxicated. His wife said some things. He said some things. His wife, you know what I'm saying, physically assaulted him, and he turned around and he physically assaulted his wife. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, in the culture that we live in America, right? People say it doesn't matter if a female puts her hands on you. As a man, you don't put your hands on a female. So for some reason, you know, watching Dana White assault his wife. I mean, he's a, you know, 250-pound man. He assaulted his wife, open hand smacked her. This doesn't make CNN. This doesn't get the same attention that a P. Diddy gets. You feel what I'm saying? Because Dana White is he's not a threat to the establishment when it comes to the urban community. Not only is he not a threat, but there was no campaign to cancel Dana White. There was no campaign for people to stop watching the UFC and people to stop supporting the UFC and people to stop, you know, making money with and spending money and disowning this man. Nobody felt any type of way about what Dana White did to his wife. But for some reason, when it's a black man, especially a black billionaire, whew, a black billionaire, he got to be taken out, homie. He got to be taken out of circulation. You know, the humiliation ritual comes, and now it's time to really take him out. Let's go a little bit deeper, right? Let's go a little bit deeper, because the Dana White angle is an angle that everybody can see coming a mile away. You know, you got, you know, P. Diddy's a black man. He's assaulting a female. He's being canceled. Now, I'm giving you an example of a white man assaulting a female, and he doesn't get canceled, right? So let's go a step further. Jonathan Majors. Okay. Who is Jonathan Majors? Well, Jonathan Majors is the young black actor that is currently dating Megan Good. And, you know, he just recently went through this whole debacle on news, on CNN, on Fox News, you know, the Breakfast Club, all of these big, huge media platforms where we're talking about Jonathan Majors, and they were, you know, spitting on his name and assassinating his character through the media. You understand what I'm saying? And when you talk about Jonathan Majors, you're talking about a black man that was dating a white woman. Now, let's talk about this. Just like Diddy is on camera assaulting Cassie, we got Jonathan Majors on camera being assaulted by a white woman. Okay, not only was he assaulted by this white woman, not only was Jonathan Majors assaulted by this white woman, but he ran from her. I mean, Jonathan Majors looked like Batman Returns, the way he was running through New York, the way he was running through Gotham City, my G, trying to get away from this white woman that was physically attacking him. And it's all on camera. It's all on tape. We saw it, my G. I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But for some reason, people are not, they wasn't keeping the same energy for that white woman that was attacking Jonathan Majors. Actually, Jonathan Majors had to go to court. He had his character assassinated in front of the world for the world to see. He lost millions of dollars. He almost lost his freedom. And he's being attacked by a white woman on camera. See, again, this happens all the time in the industry. This happens all the time in the industry. Physical altercations between men and women. Actually, the industry, the higher-ups and the elites, they really don't mind the physical altercation. They don't mind if you smack down a female or a female smacks down a man. Like, they yeah, they condone it. They promote it. They stand on that. That's a part of the industry. But when you're a P. Diddy and you are a threat to the establishment, you are a threat to the establishment. You know too many secrets. You know too much. You've seen too much. You've done too much. That's the only difference. That's what separates P. Diddy from a Dana White. That's what separates a P. Diddy from a Jonathan Majors, is that you know too much. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be, my G. Like, you gotta be able to see through the smoke and mirrors. You can't get caught up in the antics, the circus. That's where you get lost at, when you play around in the circus. Because when you playing around in the circus, you playing around with clowns, my G. That's what happens. Diddy, it's a wrap for Diddy. It's a wrap for Diddy. It's a wrap. If they use that same energy that they got for P. Diddy for Weinstein, you understand what I'm saying? For Epstein. Imagine if they put the same energy that they're putting into P. Diddy to Puff Daddy, aka Mr. I Wanna Party himself. If they put that same energy into the Weinstein list, the Epstein list, then we know all of the celebrities. We know all of the celebrities that have been to Epstein Island. And if they put the same energy that they're putting into Puff Daddy, into the celebrities that went to Epstein Island, it would be a lot of people being put in jail. A lot of celebrities that was playing with them babies, that was playing with them kids over there on Epstein Island, they'd be locked up behind bars, but for some reason, we couldn't get the list. We can find and we can be exposed to a camera, a tape, a P. Diddy putting hands and feet on Cassie from 2016, but for some reason, we ain't seen none of these celebrities going to jail behind what they was doing with those babies. What they was doing with those kids, my G. You see what I'm saying? So when you really get past the tricks of the higher-ups and the elites, because it's tricks being played right now. Smoke screens being put up. Smoke and mirrors being put up. All kind of distractions being put up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to understand what's going on. They can find Osama bin Laden in the cave somewhere. It's a lot going on in the world, and they can find something like that. They can find these videos of P. Diddy, but they can't find the Epstein list. They can't prosecute the celebrities. Come on, my G. Come on. Now, I wanted to just throw that out there, and that's the topic of this live stream. And matter of fact, I'm gonna save this next topic for its own live stream. It's such a powerful topic. It's such a powerful situation that I'm gonna give it this whole live stream. I'm gonna give it my direct energy. I'm gonna leave that alone. So don't even worry about that. Don't even worry about that. Yeah. Don't worry. Follow me, my G. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Again, man, when you look at the situation, there's no way around it. It's no way around it. They got him in the checkmate. It's not even a check. It's a checkmate. Game over. The king's been taken off the board. But for the sheep, that's all they can see. For the wolves in sheep clothing, You know, we can see past that. We can see past that. Diddy is a sacrifice. Diddy is, you know, a distraction. And it just is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. All right. So salute to everybody in the DM. I did want to tap in, give y'all a quick synopsis on that. And we're gonna double back, man. We're gonna talk about this Chinese boy who lit the house on fire and you know, killed 5 Africans, because those were African I want to say immigrants, you know, those were Africans that he killed. And we're going to talk about that, you know what I'm saying? Because just because they wasn't black people, but they were Africans, doesn't mean we not going to talk about that. Doesn't mean we going to home in on that. A distraction of what? A distraction to the big picture. A distraction to the celebrities that was on that Epstein list. A distraction to what's going on in the world right now. A distraction for reparations. A distraction for this whole election that's supposed to be. It's a big distraction on me. I mean, I could go down a list. I can go down the list of things that's happening in America that should be front news, should have priority over Puff Daddy and Cassie and their drug-induced relationship where they used to fight each other, because Cassie used to fight Diddy and Diddy used to fight Cassie. Tequila, my friend. So listen, man, you know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Tap in, man. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Make sure y'all lock into the channel. We definitely gonna go in depth. But the whole thing with Diddy is not something that needs to be drawn out for a whole hour. It's not something that I need to give an hour of power to. I got my last 3-4 live streams. You could check those out. It's more information in those live streams. But in this live stream, I just wanted to get directly to that. Is that it's bigger than Diddy. And when you can see through the smoke and mirrors, you know that it's bigger than Diddy and Cassie taking an ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? It's dudes that, man, come on, man. Come on, man. And I ain't, you know, I don't want to just say white dudes and make it a race thing, but the higher ups and the elites, they whoop on they women all the time. That shit is regular. It is regular. That's what they do. You understand what I'm saying? Nah, man. You know, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that, Joshua. Your name is Joshua. Your name is Joshua. So let's talk about that, Joshua. You know, before and see, this is the thing. This is ill, right? Before the black community can fully take responsibility for itself in a position that the black community is in, before black people in the black community can take full responsibility, white people have to take responsibility for what they've done to black people. White people got to take responsibility for and let's, you know, a lot of people get uncomfortable when we talk about slavery, right? So let's just put slavery to the side, even though slavery is a huge factor, right? Let's put slavery to the side, right? When slavery was over, the slaves that were released from slavery, they all came together and they bought up hundreds and thousands of acres of land, and they started building black cities, not black communities, my G, but black cities, full-on black cities. And it wasn't just, you know, Black Wall Street. That's just the one that everybody talks about, but there were hundreds of black cities, thriving black cities in America, where the whole city was black. The hospital, the grocery stores, the theaters, the museums, the schools, you know, the office buildings, the downtown, everything in these cities were black owned. And white people bombed, pillaged, you understand what I'm saying? Killed, destroyed these black cities because they were so jealous of black people. So when they destroyed all of these black cities, they actually destroyed our generational wealth. They actually destroyed our generational wealth. The things that were going to be passed down to us, the hospitals, the gymnasiums, the schools, the grocery stores, the corner stores. These things were going to be passed down to our generation. The land that would have been worth hundreds of millions of dollars. They burned that shit down. You got to know the first military aerial attack on American soil was the actual American government using planes and dropping bombs on black communities. That was the first time that a U.S. government plane aerial attack happened on U.S. soil. It was the American government dropping bombs on black American, on Negro Americans, on FBA cities, my G. So you got to know something, right? It's so easy for people to say, black people need to take responsibility. Black people need to do this. Nah, we did that already. The problem is white people are so ashamed of what their ancestors did. They're ashamed. It's disgusting. The government is ashamed. It's a shame. You think that Cassie video was disgusting work. You think Diddy whooping on Cassie was nasty. Imagine watching white people burn down black cities. So before we can take full accountability, you gotta ask yourself this question, right? And I love to give this analogy when I talk to people that want to go against reparations. I'm gonna do a whole live on this tomorrow. We're gonna really talk about this shit. But I'm gonna give y'all a brief right now, right? People, all these immigrants, they come over here and they want to talk about reparations, and they all are against reparations, and they feel like black people should do X, Y, and Z. And it's always these immigrants and these different people that want to have a say-so on what black people got going on, right? And they always use the analogy about public housing and Section 8 and X, Y, and Z, right? And I always ask them, well, where was the public housing in the 1950s? Where was the public housing in the 1960s? You understand what I'm saying? There was no public housing. Where was the public housing in the 1940s and 50s and 60s? There was no such thing. There was no public housing. And you know why there wasn't any public housing? It's because black people owned homes, my G. We had single family homes in these communities. Hundreds of thousands of single family homes in these black owned, FBA owned communities. Single family homes that will be worth millions of dollars right now. Land that would be worth hundreds of $1,000,000 right now. Lake Lanier out there in, I think, North Carolina was a black community that they used eminent domain to take this land and turn it to a goddamn lake that was black owned land. Oh, you didn't know about Usitica Village? You didn't know about Usitica Village? You know Central Park out there in New York City? Yeah, see, the game is real over here at Grown Man Business TV. 206 people in the chat. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, man. You in the right place. We started off talking about Diddy, but we gonna get deeper into this shit. I wasn't even gonna stay that long, but you get to asking questions. We gonna get deeper into this. We gonna talk about this, homie. This is FBA over here. This is FBA. When you come to this channel, this is FBA, my G, and we are not playing any games about that. So let's talk about Usitica Village, Central Park, some of the most wealthiest land in America. You ever thought to yourself, where and who the hell thought of to make a big-ass park in the middle of New York City and call it Central Park or whatever, and put all these trees for white people to jog and walk their dogs and have picnics and shit out there in New York City? You ever thought to yourself, who Who thought of that? Where did that come from? Like, you know, you got all these concrete buildings and it's called the concrete jungle, but somewhere in the concrete jungle, you got a big ass land mass with trees and vegetation and lakes and water and white people get to jog and yeah. Who thought of that? Where did that come from? Well, guess what? Central Park used to be called Usitica Village. And Usitica Village was a black-owned community. Black-owned, my G. So black people, about 5,000 black people or 500, one of them numbers, own Central Park. And black people, they nice. You know what I'm saying? We don't have that racist bone in us. We don't have that savagery in us like them people do. So we had we had a few Italians and a few other immigrants we allowed to live in Usitica Park with us. This was a community, a black-owned community. Central Park was a black-owned community. And you know what white people did? They used eminent domain again, just like they did with Lake Lanier. And they came in there and they said, hey, this is the U.S. government, and we would like to take this land and we would like to take your community and we would like to turn it into a park where white people can jog. We like to walk our dogs and we want to feed the pigeons. So fuck that you built this whole community. Let's don't even worry about that. You guys own this land. We're gonna use the U.S. government and we're gonna use eminent domain and we're gonna take your land and we're gonna put trees and we're gonna jogging paths. And we wanna run. We wanna feed the squirrels. So some of the most wealthiest land in America was owned by black people. So now let's just look at these two pieces of land that I'm talking about. Lake Lanier, right, was a fucking black-owned community, a black-owned city before they bulldozed it, before they took over it, they pillaged, they took everything they wanted, they killed whoever fought back, and then they dug it out and they turned it to a lake for them to fish bass on or some shit, right? In Central Park. Some of the most wealthiest real estate and land in America was black owned. So imagine when our forefathers would have passed away, and those 5,000 people that lived out there on Usitica Village would have passed that down to their grandkids and passed that down to their great grandkids. Imagine the generational wealth we would have acquired from that. Lake Lanier, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street, all of these black cities that was burned down. The black community in Philadelphia that the airplanes dropped bombs on. Imagine if those kids in Philadelphia was able to reap the benefits of their forefathers. Imagine that. Imagine that. And we're going to talk about this tomorrow. I'm going to go live tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make it early so that nobody's worried about the game. We're going to talk about this. Imagine that. And again, let's not get it confused. This is not African. This is not African people. This is not Haitian people. This is not Jamaican. This is black Americans. Negro Americans. Yeah. So I always feel a way when people tell black people to take responsibility. Well, we've already taken responsibility. We understand that, we probably could do better. We could do better. We already doing way better. We already doing really good, actually. Yeah, we buying homes. Black women have the most degrees out of all the other races and nationalities. We actually are doing better. But the reason why we're not doing top tier is because a lot of shit been stolen from us. So now that we already said, black people, hey, we take responsibility that we have been railroaded on this land. We've been robbed. We take accountability for fucking being robbed, killed. Now white people, them other people got to take accountability and say, yeah, we took that. So we going to pay it back. Ask yourself this question. Why do all of these different races and nationalities feel so strongly about us not getting reparations? Why is that? What they scared of? What they scared of? If we just ignorant black people that's gonna buy Gucci, buy Louis Vuitton, we not gonna do nothing with the money, we just gonna spend it up, then that mean we gonna stimulate the economy, right? That mean we gonna get all our millions of dollars, we gonna turn around, we gonna spend it with them people, we gonna stimulate the economy, and we gonna get that money right back. But see, they know that's not gonna happen. They know with the proper resources, we build fucking cities. You think Chinatown is cool. You think Chinatown is fly. You think Little Italy looks nice. Man, once we get the proper resources, when we get the proper funding, when we get a fair shot at this shit, we outdo everybody. Our inventions, our music, our entertainment, our sports, our academics, we outshine everybody, even white people. Them white people was looking from the outside in. They out there living in Oklahoma and in Ohio and in Wyoming, and they looking at these black cities. These shits thriving. They got big ass stores and warehouses, and they got churches, and they got gymnasiums. They got high schools. They got shopping malls. These black communities was they got 5,000, they got 4,000 single family homes all owned by black people. These white people did just like they did when they saw Egypt. They start asking questions like, hey man, we living out here in Wyoming. Goddamn, got these cows running around, and we look around over there, and these black people got a whole goddamn metropolis. Well, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Bo. How is it that these black people got a metropolis over there that they've been building up and they were just slaves? We need to get rid of that. We outshine everybody. So now you know why everybody. I'm talking every race, bro. Let me tell you something, right? Let's talk. Let's really talk about this, right? You would think that these immigrants would come to America, and then somebody would ask these immigrants and say, hey, man, what do you think about black people getting reparations? And you would think that these immigrants would be just so happy to be here, and they would be respectful, and they say, hey, listen, man, we are here with an opportunity to make money for our families, to change the life of our family. And black people been over here doing this for a long time. They went through slavery. They had a lot of things happen to them. They deserve reparations, bro. They deserve to be paid back what was taken from them. You would think that it would be easy just for an immigrant to say that. They don't got no connection to us. We don't got no connection to them. They get asked a question, they can answer it, right? But always notice this if you don't know. All nationalities and all races all say the same thing about black people getting money. Cash payouts. Chinese people, Latino people, Mexicans. You understand what I'm saying? Asians, China, everybody. They not only say that we shouldn't get it, but they actually feel a certain type of way. They get real envious and jealous, and they get mad. And you would think that they're just racist, but I'm here to tell you it's always deeper than rap. It's always deeper than what you just think right at the surface. Oh, they're racist towards black people. Yes, that's a fact. They're racist, but they're also scared. They also know what we are capable of. They know what'll happen. Bro, imagine we get reparations and everybody get some M's, some millions. You know how much fucking land we'll buy up. You know how much goddamn real estate we will buy all this shit. You know how many farms we'll buy. Y'all will actually get real food if we was able to buy up the farms and start doing the farming thing again. It'll actually pay off for all of y'all. Came to the right place. Yeah, they know exactly who we are. Hey, listen, man. Trucking for you. Salute, my G. You already know I truck. I got a channel called Trucker Are Us. Trucker Are Us. Go check that out. Make sure you subscribe to it. I'm about to start putting content up on that, trucking content. But yeah, when these comments start looking crazy, when these comments start looking like it's trolls in the comment, when you start seeing a lot of tethers and a lot of people, you know, going against the truth, going against the light, going against the real, you got to understand something, that the channel has grown past the shadow ban. You know, we just had 200 people in the chat. They gonna play with the numbers. But the difference is we gonna get the numbers and they gonna have to play with it. At one point, we wasn't even getting the numbers because they were shadow banning this shit. So when you see them people in the live chat, I don't trip about it. I let them type away because they are stimulating the algorithm. Yeah, don't trip. Don't trip. Speak reflection. You know, go in depth about that. What you mean? Yeah, we just had 207 people in the chat, my G. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? So yeah, we definitely take accountability and responsibility for what we got going on. But trust me and believe me, white people or whoever you want to call these people got to take accountability for what they stole, for what they took, my G. But see, the problem is, as soon as they take accountability for it, that's an admission of guilt. That's saying they did it. That's acknowledging they did it. Everybody's scared for us to fully level up. Now, you got to understand something. Through all the adversity, through all the things we've been through on this land, we done leveled up so much that we are no longer the bottom. We are no longer the ghetto. We are no longer, you know, the thugs and criminals that they tried to portray us to be. We are no longer that. Oh, yeah, a lot of us black people are owning homes. Yeah, we own homes. We got assets. We done got smart. We done got real. We got college degrees. However you want to do it on this land, we got it. We locked in, loaded. So now you understand why they had to let all the Mexicans and the immigrants come over the border. You know, everybody was acting confused, like, you know, why are they just letting all these people over the border? Well, they need a new lower class. They need a new bottom of the barrel. They need a new class of people that's going to do the dirty work on this land, because black people have moved up. We are middle and upper class, my G. Middle class for sure, upper class and wealthy. We got black billionaires. We done did it all. We are in every piece of fabric when it comes to the American culture, academics, military, whatever you want. I wouldn't care where you go. Academics, medical, financial, government, military, war generals, whatever you want to do, however you want to do it, you got to know something. We are in every piece of fabric of the American soil. Everywhere you look is going to be a black person involved. I don't care. Academics, the highest level. Look at Terrence Howard right now. Big salute to Terrence Howard, man. You know what I'm saying? I watched a Joe Rogan interview, and he is such a genius. This thing is a genius. Terrence Howard is a genius, but they want you to think that he's you know, hustle and flow. They want you to think that Terrence Howard is, you know, Lucius from the Empire show. And really, this dude is one of the smart. This dude is a black fucking Einstein on steroids. You like that? Pick it out for you, man. Pick it out for you. Yeah. Your bitch will love it. Your shorty will love it. Trust me. Yeah. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. You understand what I'm saying? Every fabric, every piece of American, anything when it comes to this America shit, we built it, homie. So we are involved in it. So now you understand why all the Mexicans and all the Africans and all the Chinese people, they let them over the border. They vote. Listen, they're gonna vote. Why then? Why ain't Biden and all the, you know, fucking Trump? Why aren't they focused on the immigrants vote that they let over here? They let all these fucking immigrants over here, and you don't see Biden or you don't see Trump doing any rallies around those immigrants and saying, vote for us. you know, 2 million immigrants. We want y'all to vote for us. You see Joe Biden and you see fucking Donald Trump in the black community, in the urban community, trying to get black people to vote for them because we are it. I seen a damn video with Donald Trump and Chef G, and I ain't gonna lie, Donald Trump, you know, I'm rocking with Donald. But what the fuck Donald Trump doing bringing Chef G on the damn stage? Trying to persuade black men. Chef G's not even a black man. See, they don't even understand that Chef G is an immigrant. Chef G's a damn Haitian or West Indian. He's a fucking West Indian. He's not black. You think that you think he's black. You think Chef G's a black guy. And you say, oh, get Chef G up here. And Chef G's a goddamn West Indian like Pop Smoke. These motherfuckers is immigrants. They not even black Americans. They not even FBA. Good tequila, baby. Good tequila. See, I spent a couple of minutes. I only wanted to spend a couple of minutes on P. Diddy. I only wanted to spend a couple of minutes on P. Diddy because there's not much more to say about P. Diddy. He's cooked. It's checkmate. The majority of this, the rest of this is about, yeah, FBA, homie. And how it's us against everybody. Everybody. Yeah, non-ether beings for sure. You already know this is ether, baby. This shit is, yeah. We don't have, yeah, this ain't, yeah. Listen, man, them Caucasians got fur. They shed like golden retrievers. Respectfully. That's why you don't see me. You would never see me with one of them. I don't deal with that dog fur. You won't be around my goddamn house shedding your blonde dog fur all over my bathroom and my goddamn floor. Hell no. Ain't no way around it. Savage with this shit. I mean, hey, I don't give a goddamn your blonde head, blue eyed, dog head shit all over my. It ain't happening, homie. Because all them people, and it's not just white people. White people, you know, these people, they done brainwashed all these immigrants, and they done brainwashed all these people coming over here to think that somehow we need to take accountability. Fuck all that. You stole a whole bunch of land and a whole bunch of money, and you stole a whole bunch of generational wealth, and that shit need to be paid back. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. And America will never thrive again. You came to the right place. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. America will never thrive again. America will never be what they want it to be, what y'all remember it being. Y'all remember America being this place y'all know, and y'all want it back so bad, and we want it back. But it's no way that it's ever going to get back to what y'all want it to be until y'all take care of the foundation. I'm just giving y'all the game right now. Right now, I'm just giving y'all the game. We not Africans. That's why we could never go back. You know, this how silly white people is, right? This how, I don't want to say dumb. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say stupid. I don't want to say nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Because the algorithm is, you know what I'm saying, is very sensitive. But this is how silly, silly, right? White people like Jesse is, right? They say stuff like, go back to Africa, not understanding that if the government, if the higher ups and the elites could have sent us back to Africa, if we was even from Africa and they could send us back to Africa, they would have did that a long time ago, silly. With your silly ass. It's a reason why y'all ain't, y'all can't send us back to Africa. You know why? I want to call you it. But you know why y'all can't send us back to Africa, Jesse? Should I answer it for you? Because we not from fucking Africa. Surprise. You're welcome. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, silly. With your silly ass. We not from Africa, boy. We not from Africa. See, that's what I'm saying, man. You get to running your mouth, get to using your Twitter fingers. You motherfuckers ain't never been smarter than us. You ain't never built nothing bigger than us. You ain't never built nothing better than us. Y'all ain't never did nothing but steal our inventions, steal our thoughts, steal our creations, steal our intellectual property, my G. I'm talking about something as simple as Jim Beam whiskey. When I grew up, nobody was drinking goddamn what is it? The whiskey. You know what whiskey I'm talking about. I think it's Jim Beam, but I could be wrong. It could be some other kind. I think I got that. But you know what I'm talking about. All the way down to that whiskey y'all stole from that black man, and y'all been drinking it all these years, and y'all been acting like it was y'all whiskey, and y'all been acting like, y'all been acting like y'all made the whiskey, and then all of a sudden, no, it's a particular, somebody put it in the chat, it's a particular, what's the name of that damn whiskey? That a slave made, and a white man took the patent. I mean, it's so, it go, and I just wanted to say that, I can't think of the name of it, man. Shit on top of my tongue. I can't think of the name of it. So y'all ain't never did nothing better. And if y'all could, see, let's slow it down, right? I was talking to this African guy recently, a few days, a week ago. Me and him was having a discussion. We was having a pretty intense debate. And I was telling him, man, you a fucking African that's a Christian. That shit is a disgrace. You're an African that's in America. You an African that ain't even in your homeland, that done came all the way to America trying to tell me about some shit, and you a Christian. So you an African Christian. You an African Christian, my G. Like, what the fuck? Jack Daniels. There it is. Yes. Yes, Dresky, yes, my G. That's the name, Jack Daniels. I'm going to go into what I was telling this African. But let me just stop right there, right? My whole life growing up, we never drunk Jack Daniels whiskey. That shit was like country cowboy white people drinking. We never, drunk Jack Daniels. It was for white people. That's some white people shit, and that's cool. That's they thing. We drink Hennessy, they drink Jack Daniels. And it was a white guy that was parading it. And you got this whiskey, and it's been made by the man Jack Daniels. And then fast forward 25 years as I'm an adult, and come to find out, Jack Daniels stole the recipe for the fucking Jack Daniels whiskey from a black person. Come on, man. Come on, man. This is what I'm talking about, right? So I'm talking to this African, right? I just wanted to throw that in there, just showing you how y'all steal from us, how y'all took our generational wealth, how y'all took our inventions, how y'all took our intellectual properties, all the way down to a fucking recipe for whiskey. So if a white man listen to me, if a white man will take a recipe from a slave, of whiskey recipe from a slave, use that direct recipe and make hundreds of millions of dollars for his family, generational wealth for his family, his grandkids, his grandkids. Imagine everything else that they stole. Imagine everything else that they took. Imagine everything else that you think that they made, but they stole it from a black person. Imagine if one white person could take a recipe to make Jack Daniels whiskey and make hundreds of millions of dollars. I wouldn't put it past Jack Daniels as a billionaire, multi-billionaire. Imagine what else they took. So y'all got to, the whole go back to Africa, go back to Europe. Jesse, go back to Spain. You're a Spaniard. You're a European or you're a Spaniard. You're an immigrant to this land, just like everybody else. Jesse, you are an immigrant. You're not native to this, homie. So fast forward to last week, I'm talking to this African. And I'm telling them, I'm like, bro, you're a fucking from Nigeria. You're a real African. You're living in America. And you're a Christian. Think about how fucking weird that is. Think about how brainwashed you are. Think about how lost you are. Like, you are an African that's telling me you a Christian and you ain't even in America. Africa, you living in America, right? This African asked me, said, well, why, They how did they do this? And how did they do that? If you guys were so this and that, how did they do this? Well, they used bombs, they used planes, they used guns. We didn't have, shit like that at the time. Well, why do they call you African Americans then? If you guys bruh, they called us African Americans because they tried to separate us. They tried to separate us from this land. They called us African Americans because they wanted us to accept it 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 generations, and then they could say, well, you guys are African Americans, y'all need to go back to Africa. And then they could have tried to figure out how to get us back to Africa or where we could go into Africa. But see, what happened was they called our parents African Americans. Then they called us African Americans. And we just got smart enough as we got older to know that we are not fucking African. And here comes technology to prove that we are not Africans. But this African guy, he's so adamant when I talk to him. He was just so adamant, about what black people should do and what black people shouldn't do and da 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 da. Yo, I ain't even gonna lie. He brought that up, the whole Israelite thing, right? I don't know how I feel about that. You know what I'm saying? And salute to Kyrie Irving, salute to the black Israelite guys that be standing outside, because these guys are quoting the Bible. They're quoting a fucking Bible. And they're using the Bible to work for them. And I already told y'all how I feel about the Bible, how I feel about the Quran, how I feel about all that shit. I understand that the Bible has been manipulated. I understand that the Bible has been construed and altered and perverted to benefit different people and to benefit different situations. So I understand that the holy word has been turned unholy. So I don't know how I feel about us being the Israelites, where we are the sons of Jacob or some shit. Who the fuck is Jacob? Who is that guy? Oh, we're the sons of Peter and the apostles and man. Hey, miss me with that. Miss me with that, homie. Miss me with that. We are son children. We are, homie, we are connected to the cosmos, motherfucker. Huh? God bodies. I don't know about being the lost tribes of Jacob and all these motherfuckers. I'm not with none of that. I'm not with none of that. Yeah, the Anunnaki. I know it's hard to believe. I know it's hard to stomach that. And I don't really go in depth about the Anunnaki because, you know, it's multiple different truth tellers that's talking about different things and giving their truth and speaking light to power, bringing light to power. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I like to listen to Billy Carson talk about the Anunnaki, because he knows each and every fine detail on how to break that shit down and let you know that we were made in the image of the Anunnaki. It's 220, it's 243 people in the building. Make sure you hit the live, make sure you hit the subscribe button. So Drewski, like, I don't be really talking about the Anunnaki in depth until I get a little bit more information, until I get a little bit more educated and knowledgeful about them. But yeah, we were made in the image of, homie. All that shit in the Bible was put there to brainwash you motherfuckers, to make you think that you got to go through a man named Jesus to get to God, and you are not God, and you are a sheep, and you should, obey your earthly masters. That was something that was put in the Bible as well. Yeah, Charlie P, what it do, my G? I'm just, you know, spoke about Diddy for a few minutes, man, because people were still kind of asking me about Diddy. And I just gave a little bit more game on that. But in the midst of that, somebody asked me and said that black people should take accountability for such and such. And I just been now going on and breaking down, and that has led us to, the Bible and the Quran and all of that. That's kind of where we at. you know, the black Israelites. I don't know about being no black Israelite, homie. I know that my people, FBA, foundational black Americans, was on this land. We crossed that barren, bridge before before the ice age melted and ended and we got trapped over here. My people been over here, homie. All that Israelite shit, I don't really know about. I ain't really on that. And again, word to Kyrie, salute to them. Salute to them. Exactly. I never that see this what I want to tell y'all. This is what I was telling the African boy, right? He said, how can you talk about this if you never read the Bible back and forth? How could you say this if you never read, the Quran back and forth? And what I explained to him is that's another way of brainwashing you. You think because you read these books that you are knowledgeable. See, God gave us insight. The creator gave us insight. The universe gave us insight. You know when something don't feel right. And instead of going with your first mind, instead of going with your God-like abilities, right? Because we was created in the image of these extraterrestrials, the Anunnaki, whatever you want to call them, whatever you want to call them, right? You go against nature. You go against nature. So when the motherfuckers say we the black Jews and the Israelites, that shit don't sit right with me. And because it don't sit right with me, I don't fight it. I don't say, well, the black Israelites are outside, they're reading the Bible and it makes sense. I think I'm gonna go with that. I don't do that. I'm not influenced by Kyrie Irving. Because Kyrie Irving said they was Israelites. Hey nigga, hey, homie. I don't subscribe to no motherfucking Israelites, homie. I'm not that. Oh, we came from the 12 tribes of Hey, shut your motherfucking ass up, homie. Come from no 12 tribes of Judah, nigga. I don't know nothing. That don't in my spirit, that's my spirit, the inside God in me, the God in me is telling me, homie, that ain't right. You know what is right? The land y'all took, the properties y'all took, the money, the generational wealth that y'all took need to be paid back. See, that's something I know. So you don't always have to read the poison in these books to be so-called educated. You know when some shit is right and you know when it's wrong, my G. And as long as you go with that is, I'm not no Israelite, nigga. My grandma never said no shit like that. Listen, my family, my great grandma, my grandmother, and her mother, they all is from South Carolina, Charleston, South Carolina, Geechee, right? And I talked to my grandmama, and she told me stories about her mother, which is my great grandmother, and my grandfather and his dad, which is my great grandfather. And they ain't none of them ever once said out their mouth, hey man, we are Israelites. We are Jewish people. Hell nah, nigga. Yo, man, say, you gotta watch these niggas, man. You understand? 251 people in the chat. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Is what it is. Is what it is. My people wasn't slaves, homie. We was COWs, man. COWs, casualties of war. We was captives, my G. We went to war with them people. We went to war with them people. But you gotta understand something. They had something we didn't have. They had gunpowder. Them crackers. Listen. Those Europeans went over to Japan and China and they befriended the Chinese people and somehow, some way, them Chinese people were showing them, they was having parades and they was shooting off sparks in the sky and they was shooting off sparks with small amounts of this stuff called gunpowder. And white people, when they saw the gunpowder, they instantly said, man, if we can get our hands on that. See, even Chinese people wasn't using gunpowder to kill people. They was using gunpowder to shoot their little dragons and shit in the air and, make sure the dragons fly and have sparks all around it. It was for entertainment. But white people, anything they see, anything they do, anything that they look at, it becomes destruction. So they saw the gunpowder. They said, we gonna get some of this. They started trading. And next thing you know, they using big amounts of gunpowder to shoot. Yeah. Yeah. Game is the game, baby. Shoot their little drag. Yeah, fly their little dragon shits around, you know, how they was doing. Came over here, killed all the bison, shot up all the animals. We wasn't doing all that. We was taking what we needed. We was cultivating the land. We had this shit popping. Yeah. Christopher Columbus and them almost died out, my G. They was on the break of dying because they couldn't survive the winter. And yeah, you know, black people being nice, showed them how to crop the land, showed them how to get that harvest. Timothy Little, man. Timothy Little, man. That's a good. The little part is good because your mind, your brain is little. Your mental capacity is little. So that little is perfect. Nah, man. Nah, invent dragons. That shit sounds dumb. But we all know that Chinese people and Asian people and people in Japan over there in Asia, and they have these parades, and they use sparkles, and they use gunpowder, and they use all of these firecrackers, and they use these makeshift dragons where they make the dragon and they fly it around, and that's festivities for them people. That's festivities. That's festivities for them people. And them not understanding the mind of these Europeans, them not understanding how savage these white people was, you know, they using little amounts of gunpowder to fly these little dragons and to put on a show. And white people, they looking at this shit like, yo, we can kill with that. Why you think, and I'm giving you some game right now. I'm just giving you some real game, right? Why you think white people was the first people? How you think that they was the first people to have them guns? How you think they conquered the world? How you think they really conquered the world? You think they just was coming around and they was giving people smallpox? Nah, they first and foremost, they carry disease. They come out of caves. White people come out the Caucasus Mountains. Caucasian people come out the Caucasus Mountains. So they're not exposed to sunlight like that. The sun will kill a lot of germs. The sun get hot, it'll kill a lot of germs, it'll kill a lot of diseases. But white people come out the Caucasus Mountains. So they carry a lot of germs. So when they would come to these new lands and to these new people, they would instantly spread disease and kill off half of the people with the disease. But how you think they killed off the other half of people? Gunpowder. So I was telling the African that, oh, well, if you guys were this and that, how did the white people? Yeah, they had fucking gunpowder, B. Yeah, man, well, you know, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. This game ain't gonna sound like much to a lot of you dudes, and that's okay. It's no disrespect. It's respectfully, Brian. The game ain't gonna sound right to a point. It's gonna sound repetitive. It's gonna sound redundant. It's gonna go over your head. It's gonna make you say he ain't saying nothing. But trust me, you gonna double back while you at work, while you on your lunch break, while you doing whatever you doing, X, Y, and Z, and that shit gonna hit you, and you gonna say, oh, okay, okay, he was on something. He okay, grown man Bennett. Oh, grown man Bennett TV. He's on to something. Ask yourself, how did white people just have all these guns? How did white people? Why was it that Europeans and Spaniards was the only motherfuckers moving around with these muskets that they was shooting everybody with? You never thought about that? Like Africans, they didn't have guns. You know, Indians over here, they didn't have guns. Negro Americans, they didn't have guns. The Asians didn't have guns. How is it that white people was how did they come up? Yeah, that gunpowder. Everything is weaponized. That gunpowder, they saw it and they weaponized it. Hip hop music, anything that we do, anything that we create, white people look at it and they weaponize it. They not connected to the earth. They not connected to the cosmos. All they think about and they know is destruction, kill. They eat steaks with blood. You ever thought to yourself, why do white people eat steak with blood coming out of it? That savage is in them. Now, a black person, you, right? You get a steak with a whole bunch of blood on it. You gonna be like, hey, hold up. Hey, cook this shit. I don't want no blood on my plate, man. You gonna say to yourself, man, I don't want no blood on my plate. Man, I don't want no blood. See, white people can't help it. They kill animals, take pictures with them. You ever say, yo, they eat steaks with blood in it. They sink their teeth in because in them caves they was eating raw meat. You ever seen a black woman kill an elephant and take a picture with it? Think about it. You ever seen a black woman kill an elephant and then stand next to it while the elephant got blood coming out his ears, his mouth, and take a picture next to it like this? You know what I'm saying? Yo, yeah. White people got the savage in them. So white people, when they made that trip to Asia, they say, well, goddamn, boy, you see it here, pow, oh shit, pow. They saying, man, that's like, now the Asian, you know, they just flying they dragons around, they doing, you know, pyrotechnicians and shit. You know what I mean? They got firecrackers. White people saying, man, we can kill somebody with that shit. And that's what they started doing. You know? Not necessarily smarter, my G. They was more savage. I'll say that. I'm not going to give them smart because when they got those guns and they came to these lands, they were dying because they didn't know how to cultivate the land. They didn't know how to harvest food. They didn't really know how to really take full advantage of the bison. So they wasn't smarter. They was just more savage. More savage. You got a black bear and you got two polar bears. One of them is full. The other one is fucking starving. Who gonna be more savage? The one that's starving. The one that just came out the cave and never had nothing, ain't ran no empires, don't know what it mean to be at the highest level of this shit. They want it bad. It's just like a polar bear who done ate 5 seals. He full. He licking the blood off his paws and shit. And you got a polar bear that just came out the cave. That polar bear gonna be savage. He willing to kill your kids. He'll kill your wife. He'll kill you. He'll kill anything to get 4, 5 seals in his stomach right now. He'll kill your kids. That's what white people was doing. They was killing little black babies. Not only black babies, they'll go to Africa and kill kids. They go to Haiti. They do that shit everywhere. Huh? Human trafficking. Who you think doing that shit? White people, black people? Who you think human trafficking all these babies? I'm talking from back in the day to now. We not savage enough. Even today, Charlie P, let me tell you something, homie. Because what you said, kind of stuck, you know, resonated, right? You said they whooping us, man. Yeah. Because we haven't become savage enough. There's nothing more that needs to be done for us to go to war right now. Just off of what happened with slavery, my G. You know, killing the men, raping the men, raping the women, having babies with them, separating the babies from the family, feeding little black babies to alligators, hanging grandmothers, hanging mothers, hanging babies from trees, raping, you know, that's enough to go to war. But for some reason, we not savage enough to just to take them to war. They know that we supposed to be going to war right now. We supposed to be doing some Charleston White type of shit. We supposed to be doing everything Charleston White was talking about doing. And they know that. They fear it. It's in a DNA, it's in a genetic makeup that to know like, yo, these people the one day gonna turn on y'all. These people one day are gonna give y'all everything y'all, you know, that's what their ancestors is telling them subconsciously. That's what their ancestors is screaming in their DNA. One day these black people is gonna give y'all what y'all deserve because we did a lot of bad shit to them. And it's only by the grace of God that black people have not flipped out and turned and burnt this shit down and got rid of everybody. So yeah, until if we not gonna be savage, yeah, they gonna whoop us. They gonna whoop us every time. You got slaves that was 6'8". You got LeBron. Think about this shit. You got LeBron James size slaves. And these slaves ain't turn and take over America. They ain't turn on them on the masters and take over them. You know, the average white man back in those days was 5'4", 5'2", 5'1". Yeah, LeBron size slaves, my G. And on one plantation, you might have had 5 or 6 niggas that was 5'8", 5'5", big, strong, scrapping slaves. Why they ain't? Because we ain't savage. The majority of us ain't savage enough. You gotta be a savage to be a white. White people are born with the savagery. They can smile in your face. They come in your house. You invite the white man into your house. You invite the white women into your house, right? And they get to walking around your house, and next thing you know, it's dog fur all over the floor. It's blonde dog fur and shit all over the floor, and you're looking around, and you got dog fur all in your beard, and dog fur all on your clothes. You saying, God damn, bitch, you shedding. These white people shed like golden retrievers. They smile in your face. They'll eat your food, and they'll say, yeah, man, we love you. We love you, man. We love you so much. We thank you. Then they'll turn around and give your ass a blanket with the smallpox in it, kill your whole family. Kill your whole goddamn family and take your house and shit and act like you was never there. That's where white people come from. That's in their genetics. That's in their bloodline. They'll come in your house, shed dog fur all over it. You got white blonde dog fur all in your bathroom, on your floor, in your sink, all on your shirt. Huh? White people don't have hair. It's dog fur, animal fur. A white woman hair, a white man's hair will shed like a golden retriever, like a Labrador, like a like a dog, homie. This is not being racist. This is facts. So you telling me white people hair don't shed like an animal? So you telling me a white person come in your house, they not gonna shed all over the place? Motherfucker combing their hair one time like this, bitch, and the goddamn shit all over your damn house, all in your carpet. Come all in your house, shed dog fur everywhere. Sit down at your table, eat your food. Say, oh, thank you, thank you, grown man business TV. This food is so good. You seasoned it so right, and yes, oh, we love it. Thank you. You saved our life. We got a present for you. Hey, Maggie, go on out there to the station wagon and get these balls a gift that we got for them. Or we got something good for you. It's out there in the back of the station wagon. Motherfucker come back with a box full of blankets. Oh, when it get cold outside, we got the box full of blankets for you because of your hospitality. Yes, it got it out the back of the station wagon. Goddamn blankets got smallpox on it. kill you, everybody in the goddamn house, and then they'll bury you in the backyard, and then they'll take all your pictures down, and they'll say, "This is our house now, Becky. Becky, goddamn it, this is our house now, Becky." They don't like white people don't like when I white people don't like when I call that hair dog fur. White people don't like, but why? You know, when we grew up, they told us that we had bad hair and they had good hair. Come to find out, they got good fur. Oh, a white woman hair can fill up every pillow in your house. Fill up every pillow in your house with dog fur. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be, B. It is what it is, it's gonna be what it's gonna be, man. Uh, Yo, man, yeah, it's fucking fur, man. Dog fur. Do you ever thought to yourself why that dog fur get wet? When that dog fur get wet, what? Let me listen. I want to ask the chat this, and I want you to put it in the chat. When a white woman, when that dog fur get wet on a white woman head, what it smell like? Put it in the chat. What it smell like? When a white woman hair get wet, what do it smell like? And I'm just gonna use hair for right now, but it ain't hair. I already told you what it is. Nicole Fontaine, dog. And he said, Malik Katie gonna hold me accountable for this one, huh? Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. And I ain't taking it down. I won't monetize this one. I'll let it stay where it's at. It is what it is. Don't tell us to take accountability. Black people need to take accountability. I'm gonna get at you. And I ain't talking about you, Malik. I'm talking about Jesse, the white boy who asked it. So I see it in the chat. It smell like dog fur. When white people hair get wet, it smell like wet dog. You don't think, come on, man. I'm helping you. I'm walking you to the water. All you gotta do is drink it. All you gotta do is drink the water. When it rain outside, it get goddamn when it rain outside and it get the raining real bad, and that white girl and that white man running down the street and they run and they hair getting wet and you already in the Uber and the Uber say I got to pick these white people up right here because they getting in the Uber. I got to open your door and they get in the Uber with you and it's two wet white people inside the same car with you. What that car gonna smell like? A wet dog. When I was growing up, I remember asking myself one time, I just was like, I understand that they are wet, but why do it stink like a dog? Why is that? And it always was in my mind when I was a kid, and then when I got older, I got the information. That's dog fur growing out. That ain't hair. This is hair. This is ether. This defies the laws of gravity. If I let my hair grow out, it grow up. It defies the laws of gravity. But when white people let their hair grow out, it grow down because it's fur. It's not hair. It's not hair. It's not hair. It's not hair. And this what I want everybody in the chat. Everybody in the chat, the next time you talk to a white person, the next time you encounter a Caucasian person, the next time you have a conversation with a Caucasian person, I want you to tell that Caucasian person, did you know that that's fur? Fur? What? Talking about Lily? Lily right there, my dog, all that, yeah. That's fur right there and out your hair right there. Listen, you're going crazy, all right? You're freaking going crazy, all right? You're over here, you've been drinking, Yoga Meister all night. We've been having a bunch of shots, and you're freaking out of your mind right now, Grown Man Business TV. You're freaking out of your mind to call my hair dog fur. Well, let me pour some water on it right now. Just let me take a spray bottle. Let me take a spray bottle. Let me spray your hair right now with a couple sprays of that water, and we gonna see what it smell like. Your hair smell like dog fur when it get wet. Why is that? Cause it's dog in you. Oh, you got traces of DNA. You got traces of dog DNA. You got traces of a golden retriever in you right now when your hair growing like that. You got traces of a Labrador. A Labrador. Traces of it in your DNA for your damn hair to grow and stank like a dog, and it ain't no white person can get around it. I ain't met a white person yet that can get around their hair smelling like dog when it get wet with that rainwater. You ever? And I spent a few minutes on this but I just wanted to say, the white girls like to use a lot of Sassoon shampoo. I'm giving you the secret. I'm giving you the secret. The reason why her hair smell like Sassoon and Newport's 100s is because she don't want it to smell like dog fur when the rain get on it. She don't want you to know she's a savage. She's a savage. She's got traces of dog DNA in her. She don't want, so what, she put the Sassoon in there. She put the Sassoon in there. She's smoking the Newport 100s, the big long cigarettes, and its damn head smell like a Newport. Bitch, you smell like cigarettes in here. Bitch, you smoking cigarettes in my house? Nah, you got to get up out this house. You don't smoke cigarettes in this house. Is a dog in here? Nah, grown man been in TV. I ain't got no dog. Hey, I don't have no dogs in my, I don't have no animals in here. Listen. Okay, Manny, respectfully. Manny for move, respectfully. Salute, my G. All right, this you in the chat. You mean to tell me when your hair get wet, it don't smell like a dog? Come on, man. Be honest with yourself, man. Be honest with yourself, man. Nah. I'm not in the zoo right now. Salute to everybody in the chat. Cause you already know there's always a new subscriber. There's always a new subscriber or two that don't know where we at, don't know how we give it up, don't know how we living over here. I'm gonna talk that talk for a reason. All right, so we not in the zoo right now. All right, big dog, we not in the zoo. But I guarantee if it get raining out there right now and your silly ass go outside and your blonde fur get wet, your blonde fur gonna smell like a dog. Don't worry about my connection, nigga. Don't worry about that. It smell like cat. Dogs and cats. Cats and dogs. Smell like shampoo. Yeah, man. So you can talk about what you want to talk about. Charles White, and he said, nah, I won't talk about the, when I was talking about Charleston White, I was talking about when Charleston White talk about retaliation for what was done to black people, you know. So, you know, Jasmine, you know, you wanted me to be specific. So you know, I can accept that because Charleston White does say a lot of different things. He, uh, he says a lot of outlandish things. So no, I'm not talking about none of the police activity, none of the police stuff that he talks about. That's the furthest thing. Puerto Ricans is racist against black people. You said talk about Puerto Ricans. Puerto Ricans is racist against black people. I'm gonna do a live tomorrow where I'm gonna go in depth about FBA versus everybody. You know what I'm saying? FBA versus everybody. You know what I'm saying? Latinos, they want us to they always say, well, we cool with black people, X, Y, and Z, black people this, black people that. But what you'll realize if you talk to a Latino person's auntie, if you talk to their mother, if you talk to their abuela, that means grandmother, a Puerto abuela, that's their grandmother. Most of those people don't, most of their ancestors or their elders don't like black people. So we're gonna talk about that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna lock in Latinos. They you know they shouldn't be able to say the N word. I ain't with none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm strict. I'm real strict. Like I don't care. Like Fat Joe. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think you should. That them dudes shouldn't be able to say the N word at all. You feel me? Yeah, Dominican. Yeah, I put them all in the same pot. Like Latinos, that's like Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, you know, and whatever else out there. They all in the same pot. They all the same too. And the crazy thing is, they racist against their own people. Dominicans, light-skinned Dominicans don't like dark-skinned Dominicans. This shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Dominicans don't like Puerto Ricans. Puerto Ricans don't like to be called Mexicans. You know, it is what it is. I said Latino people. I said all Latino people the same. I don't think I said Spanish. I could have, but I don't think I said that. I'll tell that to anybody. Put me in front of one. I'm not one of the FBA dudes that get clammy in front of the Caucasian men or white men. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of these black guys that look down at the ground or get scared. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the ones that would have had to run away. I'm one of the ones they would have got rid of. They would have had to do something to because I'm going. You know, I'm just like that, and I stand on business. I stand on business. You know, the truth is the truth. The facts are the facts. It just is what it is. It is what it is. Um, uh, I'll say this. What's your name? Medora. I'll say this right. Um, I believed in his first trimester, his first term that he ran, right, when he was president, he was in position. If he would have won that one, it would have been a guaranteed. He was about to get that money up. He was talking with Ice Cube. They had they had the platinum package where they was about to get that money out. This this go around, I do think he's gonna. Yeah, don't worry about that, Jamming. It slipped out. Trimester, don't worry about that. Um, if he serves as president again, I believe he's going to do it, but I'm not 100% sure like I was the last time. So if that answers your question, I would put if you asking me, yeah, I think he's going to do it. But I feel like that last time I knew he was going to do it because he was sitting down with Ice Cube. Ice Cube, they already actually had a name for it, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? Now I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, when I saw him bring out Chef G, I just was like, man, this shit ain't looking good. This shit ain't looking good, B. Like, something about him bringing out Chef G was like, this nigga brought out Chef G like Chef G is a black. Chef G's not even a black. Chef G's like a fucking West Indian or something, you know what I mean? I like his music, but he ain't somebody, he's not somebody that Trump should have brought out. You know what I mean? Trump shouldn't have brought out Chef G. Chef G is not, he's not us. And man, call it what you want, man. You know, keep typing away. Your fingers is faster than Meek Mills. You got Twitter fingers faster than Meek Mills because I had to put you on timeout. Me, he should have brought out Grown Man Business TV. And if not me, Jamal Rashad. You know what I'm saying? If not Jamal Rashad, Ice Cube. Yeah, he should have brought out Ice Cube because Ice Cube already was dealing with him. Yeah, man, let him troll. Don't trip. Yeah, that would have been fire. You know what I'm saying? The Chef G shit looked like desperate. I don't know what, like, that's, because, they white, man. So they be trying to relate, and I get it. Trump is the closest. But that shit right there, that Chef G shit just showed me how detached he is from reality, from the urban community. He don't know what's going on at all. These motherfuckers is. Salute. So listen, man, you already know what time it is. Listen, we gonna go live early tomorrow. 130 people in the live chat. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button, man. Stop playing with the channel. Stop playing with it, man. You already know they finagling the numbers. Yeah, they playing with the numbers. Yo, the rap community, the what are black people doing for the rap community? This shit sounds crazy. Nah, this is my couch, man. The whole family don't sit on this couch. Salute, Madara. Um, I just like to call you MJ. That's what I'm gonna call you for. That's what I'm gonna call you from now on, MJ. It's perfect. Just came to my brain. When I say MJ, I'm talking to you. Great stream, Grown Man Business. GMB, salute. I appreciate that, MJ. Salute. Yeah, it's a lot of wet dog in the chat right now. Oh, oh, they get mad when I call them. They get mad, dog. They don't like what I tell them the truth, B. It's a lot of wet dog in the chat. A lot of wet dog. Majestic Queen, what it do? Salute, salute. Ain't really much to say about Joe Buttons, man. He should have kept his mouth closed. Why would you speak on Diddy when you got all these accusations of you doing the same thing Diddy did? Keep your mouth closed. This is the thing. This channel is called Grown Man Business, but you got to know, if you notice, I'm never in another grown man's business. The channel is called Grown Man Business TV, but I'm not in Grown Man Business. So he should have stayed out of Diddy business with that shit. There's ways to do this. You know what I'm saying? And with that situation with Diddy, Joe Budden should have said, listen, man, I don't like what I saw. It was disgusting work on that tape, but I'm going to refrain from speaking on that. I'm going to plead the fifth. I'm just going to bow out gracefully. I don't know what's going to happen, and I'm just going to sit back and watch just like everybody else. You know? See, you know, Jasmine, you know, and it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm a, you know, you in a, this is grown man business. This is grown man business. But it's okay to address the females that want to be addressed, right? So I'm not in. You don't see me in nobody business. The things I speak about are public information. So to be in somebody's business, you know, it's dynamics and levels to this. Joe Budden's, the way he spoke on Puff Daddy, he was in his business. And he has no business speaking on something that he did before. It just is what it is. So yeah, this is Grown Man Business TV, but you ain't gonna never hear me in a grown man business. Now what you gotta do, Jasmine, is figure out the definition of being in somebody's business. Being in somebody's business. Yeah, I'm 5'7". I'm 5'7", but I'm like 6'5" when I lay on my stomach. You know what I'm saying? Just let your girl know that. Let your old lady know that. Grown man business. He said he's 5'7", but if he lay on his stomach, he about 6. He about 6'5", 6'6". You know, he about Jordan height, about 6'6". Oh yeah. He told me to tell you that. You know, tell your old lady that. You know, I'm 5'7" when I stand up, but when I lay on my stomach, you know, I get to about 6'6". Nah, yeah, it's just grown man business TV. So grown man conversation is what it is. Feel me? All right, now I'm just I'm scrolling through the chat. Whatever y'all put in the chat, I'm responding. 137 people in the live chat. 107:30 people in the chat. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Don't play with the channel, man. Wipe your feet when you come in the building. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. To everybody that's already subscribed, salute to all my investors. You know what I'm saying? Time and energy are the highest forms of currency. Time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G, at all times. So salute to all my people, to all my investors, to everybody that's, donating their time and their energy. Hey, bro, listen to me, Manny. Listen to me, Manny. Listen to me. Listen to me. You got different shades of Caucasian people. You got a slightly brownish, tan Caucasian. You got the white Caucasian. And you got the pale Caucasian. Slightly different shades of Caucasian or white. You understand? But one thing for sure, two things for certain. One thing for sure, two things for certain. They all get the dog smell when they fur get wet. I don't care what shade of Caucasian you are, Manny. Now, Manny, I'm talking to you. Manny, if you listen, I'm talking to you, Manny. I don't know, your profile picture ain't letting us know, but I can guarantee you if I seen your hair and if I seen what you look like, Manny, and I spray and I dump a cup of water on top of that hair. Listen to me, Manny. I wouldn't care where your ass get wet at. When your ass get wet, when your fur get wet, it smell like a dog. It don't smell like no other animal. It don't smell like, it don't smell like no other animal. It used to plague my mom when I was a child. I probably, word to my dad, I'm telling you, it used to plague my mind because when I was like, 10, 11, I remember asking myself, like, why are we on this bus and this white boy sitting in front of me smell like a dog, son? And somebody told me, like, he probably got a dog at the house. And I knew, like, a lot of Caucasian white boys had dogs that they sleep in the house. They share their cereal bowl. They kiss the dog in the mouth. When I was growing up, white people kissed the dog in the mouth. See, I ain't making this up. I'm not racist. I'm not racist. I'm telling you the truth and you taking it a certain way because this shit sound crazy. But when I was growing up, white people used to kiss the dog in the mouth. So I remember somebody telling me like, yeah, Billy, Billy they got dogs in his house. And he kissed the dog in the mouth and they eat out the same cereal bowl. I remember this. And then he told me, he said, he said, yeah, Billy and his dog eat out the same cereal bowl in the morning. So that's why I thought Billy smelled like a dog when he got wet. Only to find out that blonde fur Billy had on his head was wet. And that's why I was stinking up the whole goddamn bus, because his dog, sometime when I used to go home, on my coat, it'd be blonde dog fur on it. It'd be blonde dog fur on it. Billy dog fur. Billy dog fur would get on my coat and my hoodie and shit. And I would always wonder to myself, like, how did how did his hair get all on my coat? It's because Billy was sitting in front of me and Billy would brush his hair and that dog fur would get in the air, float around. That dog fur get all on my coat, all in my hat and shit. I got dog fur, I'm pulling it off me. It's the damn dog fur. It's blonde hair on me. If you used to see that growing up, then you still have a lot of growing up. Nah, that's false. Jasmine, that's false. Now listen here, Jasmine. I'm gonna ask you this first and foremost. Did you subscribe to the channel, Jasmine? Are you subscribed to this channel? Because before I address you, I want to make sure that you are a subscriber. Man, I ain't say there's nothing wrong with loving your dog, man. Love your animals. But let's not piss on somebody's leg and tell them it's raining. Let's not act like the dog fur don't stink. Like, let's just not do that. Let's make sure we telling the truth. That shit stank. Unwanted wank. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, man. Why am I there? See, look at unwanted wank. Look at his profile picture. Salute to you, my G. But I can tell that dog fur under that hat on your profile picture. It's dog fur under there. If that dog fur get wet, smell like a goddamn kennel in here. Yeah, well, yeah, majority of them do. Salute Hampton, bad news. You already know what time it is, man. Anytime that Virginia connection come up, we locked in. You already know what time that is. So salute to Hampton. Don't say you dig yourself in the hole. I'm digging myself in the hole because I'm telling you. So so was white people digging themselves in the hole all them years? They was telling black people that black people didn't have good hair and they had good hair, knowing damn well it's fur they got. They knew they had fur. They was telling us it was good hair and we believed it. Man, listen, man, you got me confused, man. You in the right place, man. I tell y'all, listen, I carved out a lane for the real and I'm the only one in it. You know what I'm saying? So when I see comments like that, like he never talked to a white dude, like, bro, you came to the right place, the realest on YouTube. Matter of fact, this is what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Salute to all 125 people in the chat. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Yeah, they used to tell us that they had good hair and we had bad hair. That nobody cared about that. But as soon as I come out and tell the truth that ain't even hair, it's dog fur. It's dog fur, my G. The next time I go live tomorrow, when I go live, it's gonna be split screen so that I can pull y'all up. And then so what you do is this: what you do, you get you white, you get one of your white companions, you tell them, hey, I want you to pull up on his live and talk directly to Grown Man Business TV, and we can have a conversation about the dog fur. We can have a conversation about it. Yeah, it's dog fur. That shit ain't hair, dog. And I listen. Once I learned the knowledge, once my questions was answered, I said I never call it hair again. That's not hair. That shit is dog fur. Golden retriever, a Labrador, huh? The hair, they got the white people got the hair of a golden retriever, my G. Google a golden retriever, Google it, and tell me that don't look just like a white person. That kill. Google a golden retriever, and you tell me that that fur ain't the same fur that Billy got when he riding that skateboard up the block. When he get on that skateboard and he get the kicking and pushing, he get the kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. Now imagine Billy getting on that skateboard and he kicking and he pushing, he kicking and he pushing, and then he coast, and that blonde hairs, that blonde fur is just moving around. Tell me that don't look like a golden retriever. Yeah, yeah. Nah, I don't know nothing about that. Exactly, MJ, you exactly right. It don't feel bad, MJ. It was a lot of black people that wanted. They had us all thinking that they had good hair. They used to make fun of black people hair, and then kind of find out they ain't even got hair. The motherfucker spliced with a golden retriever. He go in their DNA and pull through their DNA, and it's a goddamn golden retriever in their DNA. You see how it work? Get in trouble for which one? I might get in trouble for which one? You know what? You know why it's so funny? Two cups, because it's the truth, right? And with this technology, we done been exposed to the truth, right? And you can only imagine like having this conversation with a white person or telling them this shit. Imagine tell them, hey, white people know they smell like a dog when they get wet. We done told them this shit. We done said this for hundreds. We done said this for a long time. That your hair smell like a dog when it get wet. But now you done came to Grown Man Business TV. You done came to the Realest channel on YouTube, the Realest channel, and got the answer on why the fur smell like a dog. First and foremost, we've been calling it hair all these years. And you tell a white person, listen, that's the fur of a golden retriever on your head right there. That ain't. Oh, you talking about my hair? No, 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 no. No, that ain't hair. Stand corrected. That that ain't hair. You stand corrected. That there is dog fur. That there is golden retriever fur growing out of your head. That there is dog fur. And then had a conversation. Well, why would you say that? That's so mean. Why would you tell me that about my dog fur? Why would you say that? Well, why? Well, answer me. Why does it smell like a dog when it get wet? Oh, I I I don't know. I don't know. Oh, why do it fur like a? Why do it shed like a golden retriever? Oh, I don't know. I mean, it sheds because I. Mm, mm. Well, I mean, it's a proven fact. You got spliced DNA. Your DNA got spliced with a pig, a dog, a rat. There's some other shit, and white people is all in there. It sounds crazy. It just is what it is. I'm traumatized from childhood with the dog fur. Cause that shit made when we used to get when it used to rain outside, we get on the school bus, the whole school bus it smell like dog. And I don't like how dogs smell, so that shit was too much for me. So I used to ask questions like, yo, why do they smell like a fucking dog? Cause they got dog DNA in them. Hmm. Nah, I ain't tripping, man. Hey, listen, man, salute to all 125 people in the chat. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. 145 people, 154 people in the chat. You feel me? Yeah, it is what it is, man. The numbers, they can't stop this shit. They can't stop the information. You know what I'm saying? And it was a lot of wet dogs in the chat tonight telling me that I was gonna get in trouble, that I said the wrong things, that I went too far tonight, that I shouldn't have said this and that I shouldn't have said that. Well, listen to me. Some people like to eat crackers. You can't say nothing about that on these channels because it get real choppy. So from now here on out, I'm gonna go ahead and call you the wet dogs. It was a lot of wet dogs in the chat. Unwanted wank, unwanted wank, wet dog. Seti, I gotta make sure you subscribe before I give you a shout out. I gotta make sure. I'm gonna have to check and make sure you hit the subscribe button. Grown Man Business TV. All you gotta do is type in Grown Man Business TV. It should pop up. Unwanted wank. Ain't nothing wrong with you. Salute to you. This is not disrespect. This is all respectfully unwanted wank. Um, it's all respectfully, man. I don't know what that means. What you saying? Fuck, I'm sending you the Addy for it. I said, well, why, bro? It's like a man. Why would I be sending you? Come on, my dude. Relax. Yeah. I rock with South VA, but why would I send you my Addy though? You want that? Oh, you got that dog fur. Oh, start whatever your name is, 250, 250. You got that dog fur. So you was asking for the Addy so we could pull up and get your I don't want to have to put hands and feet on you, man. I was confused because a grown man asking for the Addy. To me, I thought you was with the Rainbow Coalition. It sounded, you sounded like you was with the LBG 123, the ABC community. You sound like you was with the community when you asked me for my Addy, so I was confused why you asked for it. You know, your thumbnail gives off transformers. Your thumbnail gives off transmissions, and we don't do no oil changes over here, homie. Little homie, we don't do no oil changes over here. You got to we don't do no oil changes. Stargazer, you're a freaking stargazer. You should change your profile name to Star Glazer because you obviously like to glaze. You're a glazer. You like to glaze stars. And you would never want to be standing in front of a dude like me. Star Glazer. What's your addy? What's your fucking addy, Star Glazer? Star Glazer, what's your addy? Hey, Brian. Hey, Brian. The fact that you, um, the fact that you are admiring my skin says a lot about you, my guy. I don't have no skin routine, but the fact that you think I do, that's the LBG 123 ABC gang inside of you boys coming out. You got to let Keisha out. Brian, your new name is Bonita. We gonna call listen, Brian. We gonna call you Bonita from now on, and you need to go ahead and let that Bonita about you. Stop holding her in. Stop holding Bonita in because she's slipping out every now and then. You said you like my skin routine, nigga. What? Nigga said he said I must have a skin routine. What the fuck that means? What you saying? I got good. You think my skin glowing? A star glazer. You left the L out. It's glazer. You get the glazing. You get the glazing star. Star glazer. Homie said, hey, Bonita said, I must got a skin routine. What the fuck you mean? You think I got clear skin, huh? Drink water. You hating too. You mad, man. Hey, Bonita, you mad, man. You in the chat mad, man. You know what I'm saying? My teeth whiter than yours. They straighter than yours. You know what I'm saying? Also now, because I done called you a wet dog, I done exposed to the world that you got dog fur instead of hair. Now I gotta have poodle hair. I told you already. You got the dog fur, not me. Told your ass already that you got the dog fur. It's a lot of wet dogs in the chat right now. If you are a wet dog in the chat, put a 1 in the chat right now if you are representing the wet dogs. Listen, TWD, the wet dogs, or if you are representing the wet dogs, you put a number 1 in the chat right now. Huh? Or now y'all want to put 1s in the chat. Daniel, I appreciate you being honest. I appreciate you being honest, Daniel. All right, come on. Star Glazer, you should have been putting a number 1 in the chat. Unwanted Wank, you should have been putting a number 1 in the chat. What's going on, man? Stand up for your shit, man. Timothy Little, you got your profile picture a black man. Oh, okay. Yeah, put you definitely typing like a white boy. So Timothy Little, you could put a 1 in the chat. I called out all the white boys and I called out all the listen, all the wet dogs in the chat. I called them out, and then they start putting doubles in. Come on, man. Yeah, as I told you to. Hey, listen, I spoke with Gotti. What's the boy name? Gotti, Bullets Gotti TV. He hit me up on Instagram. He came in my DM. I told him, he was like he wanted to do something. And I told Bullets Gotti, set the boxing match up. You motherfucker want to box. Okay. Niggas don't want to box. They don't want to put the gloves on. They don't want to do that. I told Bullets Gotti, set it all up. Nick S. I used to rap, but I'm not a rapper. Yeah, I'm not a rapper, B. Come on, man. Turn up in the chat, man. Y'all dying down. I done suppressed the chat. You know, it was talking crazy. You had the wet dogs. You had the wet dogs all in the chat talking crazy. You got Timothy Little all in the chat doing his thing. And we done cut all that shit off. Oh, so I'm gonna let y'all ride out with me, man. I'm about to cut everything off, man. I'm gonna lay my blood. I'm gonna lay down. See, if I had dog fur, then I would have to put my hair. I would have to put gel. I would have to put gel in my hair to hold it if I had dog fur. But luckily for me, I don't have dog fur. Luckily for Grown Man Business TV, I don't have to deal with dog fur. My hair don't shed. You know what I'm saying? I got that non-ether. I'm a non-ether being. I'm a non-ether god. So I don't got to worry about the dog fur issues. You know what I'm saying? But you know, and you know, my greatest condolences to everybody that got dog fur, that gotta live their life with the dog fur, that gotta shed and sweep up dog fur every other day. You know, I feel for you. I know it's a harsh reality to live with. I know it's hard. I know it's an issue. I know it's tough. I know it's tough. I know it's tough, but don't you worry about that, because it's something that can be handled. You know, something that can be handled easily. And you put that dog fur up. You make sure you cover that dog fur up. Yeah, when you put that dog fur up, you make sure you cover that dog fur up. You know what I'm saying? I got motherfucking palm trees in front of the crib. I got palm trees in front of my goddamn house. Palm trees in front of my goddamn house, boy. Hell wrong with you? I ain't goddamn dog. They tap me because I dressed the dog fur for him. Only tap me because I dressed the dog fur. Don't be mad at me because I told you that the dog fur was, listen, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm gonna keep it a whole stack with you. I ain't gonna lie to you. Dog fur or not, I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, I gotta tell you the truth. I ain't gonna lie to you. All right. I need to charge up that camera. My camera on the outside dead. So if you pop up at the crib, the camera on the outside is dead right now. I ain't had a chance to charge it up. You feel me? I done got down 45 people in the chat. 145 goddamn people in my chat right now. And they came to talk about, and I guarantee you about 80, I guarantee you about 80 people out that 145 is wet dogs. Shaking that wet fur everywhere. Mad at Grown Man Business TV for exposing you know what I mean? Shit. Just get the fuck out of me, cuz. You said I dox myself, man. What you talking about, man? all the dog fur in the chat. Go like this. Do that. all the dog fur that's in the chat. Go like this. I bet you all that dog fur. I bet you all that dog fur come right out. I bet you all that. I bet you all that dog fur come right out. I bet you all. Bonita, you still in the chat? I see you still here, Bonita. Yeah, that brush be full of dog fur. All the dog fur in the chat. Hold your brush up like this so we can see if it's some hair, if it's some dog fur in it. See how it ain't no dog fur? You see how it ain't no dog fur in that brush right there? Your monkey. Yo, this nigga got dog fur in the motherfucker, man. They got them poodle hair, man. They got them Labrador. Motherfucker got a golden retriever. That motherfucker shed like a golden retriever. Hey, Google. Yeah, you can get you. Yeah, you ain't gonna touch me, man. You ain't gonna touch me. You ain't gonna touch me, man. Who said, listen, who said we not united? Who said we not united, man? It's crazy. Who said we not united, man? We united. You feel me? But we can only be united if you go in the live chat and you accept and tell me, I accept the dog fur. You got to say it one time. Go in the live chat and say, I accepted Grown Man Business TV. I accept it. Yes, we have dog fur. We can't help it. We was born with dog fur. We was born with the fur. We was born with dog DNA. And we don't have dog, we don't have hair. We have dog fur. You know what I mean? Hey, that's all I want. Listen to me, that's all I want for Christmas. I just want you to accept that the dog fur is dead, and I just want you to accept it. And that's all I want for Christmas. That's all I want. I want you to accept your reality. You understand me? I want you to accept it. I want you to accept your reality. I want you to accept your reality. I want you to accept your dog fur. I want you to stop telling us that it ain't this and it ain't that. When your head get wet from that rainwater and we smell that wet dog, and then you get to telling us everything that it is, oh no, it ain't the dog fur. We just the hair getting wet. We don't know why it smell like dog in here. We want you to tell us. All right, that's what we want from you. Cause you want to understand something. This right here get wet. It don't smell like a dog. This right here get wet. Wait, hey man, 1 in the morning, man. It's 1 in the morning right now. We gonna talk about dog fur, and that's it. You don't like it, you know what you do. You know what to do if you don't like it. My phone about to die. No, I'm look. Hey, big salute to everybody in the chat, man. You know, make sure y'all hit the subscribe button, man. You know, make sure y'all hit the subscribe button to the channel, man. You know what I'm saying? This was what we doing. We you know, we had fun tonight. You know, hey, Timothy, man, you lucky I don't get you up out of here, man. Try to be nice to you. You know, we've been trolling and having a good time all night. We all outside on yeah, you catch me outside. Hey, shit. Get your ass laid out, baby. Let me do something to you, know what I mean? You catch me outside, man. Yeah. Yeah, well, do what you gotta do, man. Don't talk about it, be about it. You feel me? I'm from Virginia, man. I'm from Virginia, homie. I'm from Norfolk, Virginia. You feel me? I'm from Virginia. I'm from Norfolk, Virginia. So if it's something gonna get done, then go ahead and do it, man. Goddamn talking ain't no goddamn talking, man. Something gonna get done and get it done, man. Stop using your Twitter fingers and do something about it, man. I'm in Norfolk, Virginia, man. That's where pull up the Norfolk, Virginia. Bonita, Swagger, pull up the Norfolk, Virginia right now. Pull up the Norfolk, Virginia right now, Swagger. Pull up. Told your ass where I'm at, boy. Told your ass where I'm at. Pull up the Norfolk, Virginia right now. Pull up the Norfolk, Virginia right now, man. Tired of playing with you. Pull up the Norfolk, Virginia right now, man. Tired of playing with you, dog. Running your goddamn mouth. Pull up to Norfolk, Virginia right now and see if you'll get handled, boy. See if I don't, man, pull up to Norfolk, Virginia right now, man. Stop talking, running your goddamn mouth, and pull up to Norfolk, Virginia right now. I like to use the I mean, pull up to Norfolk, Virginia right now, man. Stop running your mouth, man. And pull up to Norfolk, Virginia right now and see what's gonna happen. And get running your goddamn mouth. Do it look like he got dog fur? Do it look like he got dog fur? Do it look like she got dog fur? Dog fur? Do it look like he got dog fur? You pull up to North Virginia and see what's gonna happen to you, boy. You know who I am? Fuck, man. You know who the fuck? You know who you dealing with, man? Pull up to North Virginia and see what's going on, man. Pull up to North Virginia and see what's going on, God. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Pull up to North Virginia and see what's going on. So where I'm at? If I ain't in, well, then where I'm at? Then you telling me where I'm at? Then where I'm at, bro? You get that from Charleston White too. Yeah. So you can't. Yeah, I do what I want in my house. If I ain't in North, then where I'm at? Then you telling me where I'm at? Where I'm at? Who, who said hold on? Hey Mitchie, hey Mitchie, you got good ears, Mitchie. Mitchie, you got good ears. You heard right. Yeah. That way it is what it is. That way I sit down, I put my robe on, I let it rip, and it is what it is. Hey man, shut your ass, man. What you want to do, man? You want some smoke, man? Come get the smoke, man. Feel me? You want some smoke, and come get it, man. Keep running your goddamn mouth to me, man. Huh? 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 Yeah, I must broke into a house where they got pictures of me up on the wall. They must have they had a picture of me on the wall then. And look at that. That's canvas. Canvas right on the canvas. Canvas painting. Are you crazy? He says the Airbnb with a picture of me. With a picture of me on the wall, ain't it? Huh? Fuck on what you niggas be.
You niggas, boy. Oh, it's all the way good. Niggas could never. You could never. You could never. Could never. Who you talking about, nigga? Don't worry about that, man. Mind your business. You feel me? Fucking ask me no motherfucking questions like that, nigga. It's your goddamn problem now. Ask some questions. That's your goddamn problem right now. You know, you're running your mouth. You're asking questions. That ain't none of your business. You feel me? Don't worry about that, man. Ain't nothing but a couple of little viewers, man. Ain't nothing but a couple of viewers, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing but a couple subscribers. Ain't nothing but a couple investors in the channel, you know what I mean? Hey, what the fuck? Reveal the pipe your ass out of here, man. I ain't with none of that. Hey, man, keep that LBG shit on your channel, man. I ain't with none of that. Fuck you mean, nigga? Fuck out of here, nigga. You running your goddamn mouth and get your ass tapped down, boy. Now I got me some brownies right here. We're gonna have a good time with these brownies real quick, all right? Now, what the problem is with these brownies is I got to be careful with these brownies because it's late at night and you know, I got to be careful what I eat and how I eat. I love my daughter make brownies. Yeah, they not like us. Yeah, they not like us. 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 I just can't look. I just came downstairs, got me some brownies. You feel me? Got me a cold water. You see what I'm saying? And I could scream, I can do whatever I want. That's a goddamn it, cut the goddamn. I can say whatever I want, talk loud. Y'all can't talk loud in your house. Nah, I want to get darker. I ain't black enough. When I was a kid, I ain't want to see again the brainwashing from the dog fur, the brainwashing from the dog fur, the brainwashing from the dog fur, and the brainwashing from the wet dogs used to make me feel like I didn't want to get no darker. But the older I get, the darker I get. You know what I mean? So I done took it to a whole nother level now. I done took it to a whole nother level with the darkness. You feel me? When you say, can I get no browner? Oh no. I can get way more darker than this. Get way browner. Now listen, man. I done had a good time with y'all tonight. You very, very had a good time with y'all. But I gotta back down. Big ass, man. I'm in this bed, man. Pours milk chocolate, that bed. That's gay. Smells like Old Spice and cheap. Nobody wear Old Spice. Like time. Yeah, I'm about to lay it down, bro. I don't play video games. I don't know nothing about GTA. Hit the pin on stream. Go sleep, boy, white man said. Me. Okay. Hopefully you make it. Just make sure you brush that dog fur. Robin Thicke, Justin Timberlake, all the white singers, they had to maintain that dog fur before they ever made it. So Manny, from now, I just want you to know you might can make it, but you got to maintain that dog fur before you gonna make it. Yeah, all of them. They all had to maintain that dog fur. You ain't just gonna let that dog fur grow wild. No, you got to maintain it. MJ, next stream is gonna be tomorrow, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit the like button. And yeah, man. Yeah. Timmy Turner for sure. Definitely punching the air. Two cup, yeah. Timothy Little, you not that. Timothy Little, you not that. Yeah, we turning up on the next stream. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button so y'all get the notifications, man. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button so y'all get the notification, man. We turning up. Howdy. Yeah, little Timmy running his mouth. Little Timmy little Timmy running his mouth. He been running his mouth all stream. I ain't hit him. I ain't gonna block you or nothing like that. But I bet you won't drop that Addy, little Timothy Little. I bet you won't do that. Yeah, now he got missing. He been typing the whole damn chat. Now all of a sudden, little Timothy ain't got missing. Timothy, you a hoe. You wherever you from, Timothy, you a embarrassment. You a disgrace. You a hoe. Yeah, they came from a dog. Yeah, they ain't got enough gas money. Unwanted wank, they ain't got enough gas money. We'll drive the out. Well, come on. I told you 2 hours ago to come to Norfolk. Yeah, it's still in Richmond. I told you that 2 hours ago to come to Norfolk. Timothy Little, I said, come to Norfolk. That ain't nothing but a 45-minute drive from Richmond, and your ass is still in Richmond. You a hoe. You a hoe. And I'm a and because I'm about to get off the live, I'm gonna keep it all the way funky with you. You want smoke? You really want smoke? I'm at 8104 Simons Drive, Norfolk, Virginia, 23505. Is what it is. Pull up. Is what it is. There go to Addy. 8104 Simons Drive, Norfolk, Virginia, homie. Fuck is you talking about? Fuck is you talking about, man? Yeah, Brian. I ain't brushed my teeth because I'm about to eat some brownies. So after I eat my brownies, then I'll brush my teeth. Yeah. Yeah, Jonathan. Jonathan, yeah. He talking about washing teeth. Yo, you haven't brushed your teeth. My teeth, man. Hey, man. That's because I brush them. These niggas be running their mouth. I bet you. Yeah, I bet you these niggas. I bet you these niggas go show their teeth like that though. I bet you they won't show you their teeth. These motherfuckers talking about it. Motherfucker do all that talking in the chat. Teeth yellow like the sun, yellow than goddamn butter. I want to talk to me with them goddamn dirty ass teeth. Man. Don't get to running your mouth to me, and you got dirty ass teeth. I bet they do got things. Did you get the Addy? Did you get the Addy, bro? Cause I'm tired of playing with you, little Timothy. I gave you the Addy, and I guarantee your ass don't pull up. If you do pull up, then it's gonna be what it's gonna be. You pull up, we gonna see. Look, you pull up. I'm going live. I'm gonna show everybody what's gonna happen, and then it is what it is. Little Timmy Turner, little he ain't got enough gas money to get from Richmond to Norfolk, Virginia. Timothy ain't coming down here, man. He ain't coming. He ain't coming. He ain't coming. I said the I said the address twice, man. Pull up, man. Take a picture. Pull up and knock on the door, or pull up and go live, or pull up and do something so I can know you out there, and I can come outside and handle business. Hey man, listen man, you already know what time it is. Your boy Grown Man Business TV. Feel what I'm saying? You can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure the subscribe button get hit, man. Make sure the subscribe button get hit, nigga. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Make sure the subscribe button get hit, man. We going live tomorrow. We turning up. Point blank period. You have reached the realest channel on YouTube. This is the realest channel on YouTube. I carved out a lane for the real, and I'm the only one in it. I carved out a lane for the will, and I'm the only one in it. There is nobody on YouTube in my lane. And I'm not one of these baby YouTubers where, going and doing their YouTube live from the closet or the basement of their mama or their grandmama house.
I ain't one of those YouTubers. Nigga, this ain't no Airbnb. It look like you might think it. This look like an Airbnb you might rent somewhere, but this is, yeah, we this ownership over here. We don't Airbnb nothing in, nah. Nah. You understand that? Lil Timothy. It's big dog shit. You in the channel where it's big dog shit. So make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can be in tune with big dog shit. Timothy, you bring your ass down here, I'ma smack fire from you. Lil Timmy Turner, he was looking for a burner. Lil Timmy Turner, he was looking for a burner. There everybody walking, saw the bullet is hurting. I'ma smack fire out your mouth, boy. And everybody else that's not Lil Timmy Turner, everybody else, make sure you sub to the channel. 148 people, man. 148 people in the chat right now. It's turned up, nigga. We were damn near 300 people in the chat at one point. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. MJ got my boy, MJ in the chat. I'm thinking about throwing MJ a wrench. MJ, you want a wrench, MJ? You want to handle the chat while you in it? Whenever I go live and you in the chat, you want to have a wrench so you can handle whoever. Man, you would have did nothing, Lil Timmy Turner. You ain't got enough gas money to pull up on me, boy. You don't want no smoke, man. You ain't gotta touch nobody though. MJ don't touch nobody, but you locked in. You locked in, MJ, but you ain't gotta touch nobody. Don't touch nobody tonight. We about to log out anyway. Word to Charleston White. That dog fur. That dog fur gets you every time. That dog fur drive you crazy every time. You can't maintain, you get upset, you wanna pull up to the Addy. You wanna drive down to Norfolk cause that dog fur stink and it's coming and it's all on your head and it smell like a stink dog and you can't get rid of it. And then you get to looking at us. You get to looking at us. You get to looking at me. You get to looking at everybody around. And you got to be stuck with that dog stinking dog fur on top of your head. She got slammed down. Hey, little Timmy Turner, get you some gas, man. Pull up, man. It's your boy Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest? I suggest you hit that like button right now. I suggest you hit that subscribe button right now. Yeah, Timmy on some dope. Up there in Richmond, Virginia, they got that third tier dope. They got that Mexican pack brick Mexican weed with the dope with the beer. Yeah, he's smoking dope. You on team Timmy, you on team loser, you lost. Shut your ass up, Timmy Turner. Hey, Timmy Turner, go wash that dog fur. Before you come down here to Norfolk, Virginia, you need to wash that dog fur. Don't come to my address that I gave you smelling like no damn wet dog. Yeah, don't come down here. Don't come down here. Don't come down here smelling like no wet ass dog. Yeah, okay. Tide water for sure. Tide water. Hell yeah, you in the right place. Salute, Poland. Salute, Poland. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, Poland. Little Timmy fingers got to be numb as fuck. Look, hey, look. Yeah. I ain't capping the Addy. I sent you a clean Addy. You gonna pull up to it or not? Nigga? Shit, you fuck you doing still talking to me? You supposed to be in the car driving, nigga. You still talking to me? You supposed to be on the motherfucking 95 coming to Norfolk, Virginia. Oh, you sent a message? I'm gonna check it out when I get off here. Yeah, Timmy got dog fur, man. All right, man, so you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV, man. You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. I suggest you tap into this Grown Man business. I suggest you tap into this Grown Man content at all times. You already know what it is. It's straight off the bricks into the bottle, straight off the brick into the bottle, straight raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoat nothing, and we not dressing nothing up. Little Timmy Turner, you were looking for a burner. The clear body walking, oh, what is all holding? Where is he be walking? I don't know, he walking. The clear body walking. It was over the Turner. Timmy Turner. Little Timmy Turner. Do the burner for the burner. Hey, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business, man. Tap in and tap out. But you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in.